heartily welcome our guests, our esteemed professors, scholars, and the students to Design Workshop 9.0 by the team Augmented Human. Welcome you all. Invite our chief guest professor to the stage. Guest of honor, Yeshuharu Shinto sir, Direct Professor Bhartendra K. Singh sir, Professor Puniten sir, and Professor Preeti Khanna ma'am. We welcome you all to the dais.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin this auspicious event, we'd like to honor our tradition by ceremonial lighting of the lamp for the DeW 9.0 theme Augmented Human. Just as a single flame can ignite many, the advancements we explore today will illuminate new paths in healthcare, benefiting countless lives. To grace this occasion and lead us in the lamp lighting ceremony, we would like to invite our esteemed dignitaries to light the lamp. It's an honor to have them with us today. We request our guest of honor, Shindu San, our chief guest Professor Sunit Kumar Singh Sir, Director Sir Professor Bhartendra K. Singh, Professor Puneet Tandon Sir, Professor Preeti Khanna Ma'am to come forward and join the ceremony.
घुमा दे सॉरी घुमा कैमरा ठीक है
Now let's invoke the blessing of Goddess Saraswati.
इसको इसमें लगा था माइक नहीं है ना तो उसको दिखा ऐसे नीचे नीचे स्प्रे
Hello.
O great Goddess Saraswati, the lotus-eyed personified knowledge, her large eyes take the form of the whole universe. Oh, I request you to shower me with the powers and glories of all the knowledge that exists.
वन्देतु तुषारहारधवला या शुभहस्तावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः दैवी सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा निःशेषजाड्यापहा निःशेषजाड्यापहा.
Thank you to all our esteemed guests for lighting the lamp and for leading.
We request Professor Puneethandan sir to facilitate our guest of honor, Mr. Yashuharu Shinto, with memento. We request Professor P.P. Khanna ma'am to facilitate our director sir with memento. Thank you. Let me introduce our coordinator of the DeW 9, Professor Tunit. He is our esteemed professor from Department of Mechanical Engineering and joint professor from the Department of Design. Sir, please address the gathering.
Thank you for Hannah and Shivani. I'm basically supposed to give a brief preamble of the design workshop, that is DeW. So before I begin, I must thank and welcome respected Professor Suri Kumar Singh, who is Director, Dr. D.R. Ambedkar Center for Biomedical Research, ACDR, University of Delhi, Delhi, and the chief guest of the design workshop 9.0, that is DeW 9.0. I also thank and welcome Shinto-san, the Senior Regional Coordinator, Southwest Asia Division, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Japan, and the guest of honor of Professor Bhadevi K. Singh, Director, Pandit Dwata Prasad Mishra, भारतीय सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी विकल्प एवं विनिर्माण संस्थान जबलपुर, and patron of DeW 9.0, Dean RSPC, Professor P.P. Khanna, faculty colleagues, delegates, experts, some have joined, some will be joining us shortly, participants of DeW 9.0, our friends from media, students, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. Namaskar, Gozai Mas. So before I begin about DeW 9.0, let me tell you one very important thing, that our institute, that is IIIT in Jabalpur, is developed under an MOU between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Japan, and Ministry of Human Resource Development, MHRD, now what we know as Ministry of Education. And the major theme of that is cooperation to nurture and strengthen IIIT in Jabalpur. The MOU was signed on 15 December 2006 at Tokyo by the Honorable Prime Ministers of two countries. The MOU was the outcome of a joint strategic statement entitled Japan-India Partnership in a New Asian Era, Strategic Orientation for Japan-India Global Partnership, again signed by the Honorable Ministers of two countries on April 29, 2005 at New Delhi. And why I am telling you all this thing? Among the eightfold initiatives of MOU, one of the initiatives was to jointly organize workshop, conferences, seminars, and the outcome of which is design workshop, DeW, which we are holding since 2010. DeW 9 is organized by the Institute in collaboration with the Ministry. 7 to So, we are going to have this workshop 1924. Before I begin, we must thank our sponsors, which is Anusandhan National Research Foundation, that is Science and Engineering Research Board, AIF, sir. Board of Research for Nuclear Sciences, BRNS, Department of Atomic Energy, Indian Bank, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, and Madhya Pradesh Council of Science and Technology, MP Cost. The primary focus of DeW 9.0 is augmented human. The sub-theme of DeW 9.0 is augmented healthcare. The agenda is to augment human capabilities by good handshake. So, the challenge of present era is to augment physical, cognitive or sensory enhancements enabled by advanced design and technology. The workshop brings together people from industry, startups, product developers, researchers and academicians. In fact, most of the speakers which we have in this particular session, most of the delegates which we have are from industry. They are founders, CEOs, CTOs, directors of different companies. So we have eminent experts from Japan and India, including 3 professors from Japan, product developers, researchers, designers, who are going to share their experience and knowledge and try to provide hands-on experience over the period of next 3 days of the workshop. And just to excite you and entice you towards what DeW 9.0 is all about, I'd like to do just a few sessions. So session 1, which is going to be delivered by Inami Sensei, is on design body, which is beyond human limits. Something which is even going to beyond our thinking capabilities also. Session 2 to be delivered by Togo Sensei is on regeneration and application of the human body. The last technical session of the day is designing neuropsychiatric rehabilitation using virtual reality by Mr. Harikrishnan, who is CEO of Splash Mind Innovations, Delhi. We'll also have tomorrow one session by Valisawa Sensei on human sensing and cross-modal sensation for sustainable well-being, XR. So, as I said, they are many, and all these sessions are hidden behind the layer. And interesting, did I see some spark in your eyes? Maybe the topic seems to be interesting, and I'm pretty sure that all of you who are going to attend these sessions are going to enjoy it. So, one of the special agenda of DeW 9.0 is in challenge, which is focused on augmenting human health and well-being. So in this case, our students and other students of the country, they have submitted their entries, and we have shortlisted a few entries, and finally tomorrow evening there will be a jury which consists of those of us. They will be evaluating, and obviously all the top 2 or 3 prizes they will be acknowledged by some exciting prizes. Can I have the audio visual please? Is it ready? So I'm just taking you through the glimpse of past views and about. We can play the longer video first. So this is all about food. Finally, the countdown for Design Workshop 9.0 has begun. We've not even now 17 hours left for the next version of Design Workshop to begin with. Design Workshop is one of the flagship event of DeW Jabalpur, that is भारतीय सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी अभिकल्पन एवं गृह निर्माण संस्थान जबलपुर. Design Workshop has been a part of our journey. We have worked in and worked out of Design Workshop since 2010. It is one of the charters of MOA that have been signed by two honorable prime ministers of two countries, that is India and Japan. And it is out of the 7 agenda items, this is one of the items where under DeW Jabalpur Japan partnership, the design workshops have to be held. Design Workshop DeW 9.0 is a design annual flagship event of IIT DeW Jabalpur. This has been continuing since last many years in collaboration with Japan. As you might be knowing that this IIT DeW Jabalpur is an initiative based on IT-enabled design and manufacturing in collaboration with the Japanese government, which was signed between these two prime ministers of Japan and India in 2005. Since its establishment, this institute is being nurtured by the Japanese government, and a number of eminent experts from Japan is coming to our institute in this annual flagship event on regular basis. From October 7 to 9, this DeW 9.0 is being organized once again, where many Japanese as well as Indian industry are participating into this design workshop. And this year this design workshop is based on augmented human with a sub-theme of augmented healthcare. Through this augmented human, our experts will give some sort of expertise used through which we can enhance the abilities in terms of physical and cognitive, so that the well-being of humankind can be enhanced as a function of time. Design Workshop actually is a flagship event of our institute, and there is a lot of controversy about the word design. So what is design? By the word design we mean human action and intention which create values. So we had a couple of these design workshops, and some of these design workshops were extremely interesting. So one of the workshop titled were user-centric design. Because when we design something, be it a product, be it a space, be it a communication, the user plays a very important role. So the user-centric design was one of the design workshop. We had another design workshop, the theme of which was nature-inspired design. In design, we copy from nature, right? Nature teaches us a lot of things. So this was the theme of one of the design workshop, in which the experts talked about how to copy from nature and how to incorporate them in design as design features. After this, we had design thinking in healthcare, which was again a very interesting topic, in which the principles of design thinking and how they can be applied in different facets of healthcare, right from healthcare equipment design to healthcare process design to enhancement of patient safety was the theme of these workshops. So all these workshops, you get an understanding of how to apply design in real life domain. So this is the main purpose of design workshop, or DeW as we call it as a short form. Today we are in DeW 9.0. The another strong feature of this time design workshop is that people from industry, basically entrepreneurs or startup, which who are running their very successful startup, very successful products, they are coming down with experts over here, and they will be providing the knowledge of their product. They will also tell the journey behind their product, what is their product doing and what makes their product tick. It's one of the most successful features. So most of the startup entrepreneurs which are coming over here, they are basically leading leading domain of different medical devices. So the participants include students, faculty members, people from industry, and even medical doctors. And the experts include industrialists, designers, and obviously our esteemed and very renowned professor from Japan. So we have 3 professors from Japan who work in the domain of augmented human or augmented healthcare. They are Professor Shinichi Warisawa from the University of Tokyo, Professor Inami from the University of Tokyo, and Professor Togo from the University of Telecommunications, Tokyo, Japan. So these 3 professors, along with 7 entrepreneurs, 7 owners, founders, co-founders, or directors, or CEOs of startups, they will be talking about their product, and they will be basically giving the journey behind the product and make you sensitize what makes the product successful. So finally, design workshop DeW 9.0 is going to start tomorrow. It will go on from October 7 to October 9. And I'm pretty sure that this design workshop will open up new foundation for domains where technology and design are going to lead to new innovations. Maybe past glimpses also. Thank you. Just to connect the dots, as all of you are aware, this is the 9th version of design workshop, DeW 9.0. And as mentioned, the first design workshop was held in the year 2010. That was the 5-day workshop which we had, and we had a large contingent of experts coming from Japan. So there were 7 experts from Japan, apart from, I guess, 4 officials from MOFA, and there were 2 experts from TU Delft University, Netherlands also, Professor Emily Hoover and Dalton. Then in DeW 2.0, which was called as DeW 2012, was held in 2012, and the topic was Why Design in Engineering. The theme of the first design workshop was Leading Edge Theories and Practice in Design. DeW 2014 was held with the theme of User-Centric Design. DeW 2015 was held with Process-Centric Design in Manufacture, and again with 4 experts coming from Japan. DeW 2016, which was the 5th version of the design workshop, was focused on Internet Process-Centric Design and Manufacture, with 5 experts coming from Japan. DeW 7, which was now since DeW 7 they were requisitioned as 7, 8, 9. So DeW 7 was focused on the application of artificial intelligence and IoT in smart system. DeW 8, which was held in 2021, was which again from there that will be going to be more enthralling. So please enjoy 3 days, and these 3 days I'm pretty sure will make your life beautiful in all aspects. you will be a better human, augmented healthcare. So thank you very much. Thank you. Dhanyavad. Namaskar. Arigatou gozaimasu. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Through this visual narrative, it seems to be that the workshop will be quite promising and very interesting. Thank you. So with this, we like to invite Director Sir to address our gathering. Please, sir.
So a very good morning to everyone and a warm welcome to Pandit Dwarka Prasad Mistry, Indian Institute of Information Technology, Design and Manufacturing. On the dais, Professor Sunit Kumar Singh ji, Director B.R. Ambedkar Center for Biomedical Research, New Delhi, and the chief guest of today's inaugural function. Guest of honor, Mr. Yashuharu Shinto-san, Senior Coordinator, Southwest Asia Division, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Japan. Our dear organizing coordinator, Professor Tandon side. I welcome Sri Hari Krishnan, Director and CEO, Experts Mind Innovation, New Delhi. Sri Srinivas Murthy Avavalli, co-founder, Medlarks Private Limited, Delhi. Sri Pranav Chopra, founder and managing director, Crimson Healthcare, Delhi. Ms. Yukteshwari from Asnalens, Mumbai. Sri Nirmal Kumar ji of Medlarks and Sri Sudev Tripathi, Director and CTO, Inochi Care Private Limited, and Sri Ratandeep Bansal, founder and CEO, Strideless Private Limited, Bangalore. Our esteemed colleague from our institute as well as from other institutions, scientists, medical practitioners, researchers, students, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this 9th series of DeW workshop, design workshop, which is our annual flagship event of IIIT DM. This year's event is especially significant as we continue to strengthen the collaborative bonding between India and Japan. Our diplomatic relations between these two countries way back started in 1952. And we are entering into the 73rd year of our partnership, which has played a pivotal role towards the development of our institute through joint collaborations. Our institute, which is an unique establishment nurtured under India-Japan partnership, which stands as a testament to the commitment of both countries towards advancing IT-enabled design and manufacturing education. The foundation of this collaboration was laid during the visit of Honorable Prime Minister of Japan, Mr. Junichiro Koizumi, to India way back in 2005. In his discussion with Dr. Manmohan Singh, then Honorable Prime Minister of our country, an agreement was signed to collaborate on the development of IT-enabled Design and Manufacturing Institute in India, and the first was established in Jabalpur. The agreement has since fostered a deep connection between our institute and the Collaborative Institute of Japan, which is a global leader in cutting-edge manufacturing technologies. As a result of this collaboration, what we see, a series of visits were made by our esteemed Japanese scholars and representatives, including Professor Manabu Kyuchi, Professor Yoshimo Ito, Dr. Toshi Ohashi, and Dr. Koichi Kurada, as well as officials from the Japan International Corporation Agency, popularly known as JICA, and Ministry of Foreign Affairs, MOFA from Japan. Through these interactions, the vision for IIIT DM Jabalpur was solidified, shaping our curriculum and establishing this institute as a hub for innovation and research in design and manufacturing. Today, as we gather for this DeW 9.0, this partnership with the Japan remains central to our growth. Organized in collaboration with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Japan, this year's workshop also focuses on a very relevant topic, which is augmented human, which is sub-theme of augmented healthcare. The focal theme of this DeW 9.0 is to present and exchange their ideas in latest scientific and technological advancement and innovation towards augmenting human capabilities through technology for increasing well-being and enjoyable experiences. The goal is to explore how design thinking and technological interventions can augment human capabilities, enhancing both physical and cognitive abilities through advanced design. We are privileged here to have eminent experts from Japan, and thanks our all Japanese colleagues as well as Shinto-san from MOFA for supporting us on this occasion. We are happy that in 3 days deliberation, not only the scientists but product developers, designers and medical practitioners would be participating in this 3 days design workshop. Their contribution to this workshop will provide us with a wealth of knowledge on cutting-edge technologies such as 3D printing, neuroprosthesis, brain-computer interfaces, artificial intelligence in healthcare, the medical robotics, AR/VR systems, and IoT devices for healthcare. The workshop is not just theoretical but offers also a practical demonstration of healthcare system both in rural and urban India. This solution will leverage 3D printing and other emerging technologies to drive innovation in healthcare and improve the quality of life for countless individuals across the world. As we reflect on India-Japan collaboration, which has been central to IIIT DM Jabalpur's development, I am confident, our institute is confident that this partnership will continue to flourish and bring forward new breakthroughs in design and technology. Together, we are setting the foundation for a future, a good future where design thinking not only solve but enhance the humanity itself. Thank you once again. I wish everyone a productive and inspiring workshop. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. Well, that's our Professor, Director, Sir Bhardev K. Singh, who has done his doctoral studies and research association from Banaras Hindu University, and he has done his postdoctoral studies from Israel and Italy, and he has 250 plus publication in Journal of Higher Repute to his credit. Thank you, sir. Let me introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Yashuharu Shinto, sir, Senior Regional Coordinator in Southwest Asia Division from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Japan. Mr. Shinto Yashuharu has joined Ministry of Foreign Affairs in April 1991, Southwest Asia Division in May 1991. He has become Third Secretary in Embassy of Japan in Bangladesh in October 1995. Followed by the month of May, he was assigned in Southwest Asia Division. He was assigned in Domestic Public Relations Division in August 2002, becoming Second Secretary in Embassy of Japan in Bangladesh in August 2004. In July 2008, he became Consul in Consulate of General of 2023. He was assigned to be Assistant Secretary General in G7 Hiroshima Summit Secretariat. For the month of May, he became Senior Regional Coordinator in Southwest Asia Division. With this, sir, we would like to invite you to address the gathering. We are glad to have you.
Can you hear me? My name is Yasuhiro Shinto. As introduced, I'm a coordinator division. You can hear me.
want you come to know that even though I have given the very speech, but most part is already mentioned by the previous speakers. So, I would like to focus on what I want to say as the representative of Japanese government. Well, actually, for myself, it is the very first time to visit Jabalpur, and I'm so impressed by the very beautiful atmosphere and the wonderful facilities of the university and the beautiful weather. I was expected more, rough condition, but for me, this is a very comfortable trip to this Jabalpur. So I hope that the participation to this great event will be a great memory for me. But this is my personal part. But officially, I am a representative of the Japanese government. So I would like to witness the potential of the students and researchers of the IIIT DMJ, and I would like to make a good report back to the Japanese government so that we can have the larger part of the exchange to expand the number of the exchange. Especially, we are focusing on the science students and researchers. We would like to increase the number of the exchange, namely 50,000 within 5 years. It's a big number. For that purpose, we are trying very hard to gather the resources, budget and the facilities and the collaboration with the Japanese companies to welcome you to come to Japan. We found that after the gap of the COVID, there was a stagnation of the human exchange between Japan and India. Oh, still small number, I see. Okay, I would like to expand more, and I would like to have more people from the IIIT DMJ, not only to visit Japan, but also study in Japan and work with Japan and work in Japan. So this is my topmost message to you. So our government is also trying very hard to expand the opportunity to welcome you to Japan, and most important part is not only visiting but also you go to Japan and talk actually with the Japanese professors. Otherwise, it will be very much difficult to come to the actual collaboration. So that's why we are trying very hard.
Thank you, sir. We are glad to have you here. Not only in bio and information technology, but even in literature, we have seen Japan and its landscape. We had always cherished it. Thank you, sir.
Now, I'll introduce you all to our chief guest, Professor Sunit Kumar Singh. Professor Sunit Kumar Singh, presently working as the director of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Center of Biomedical Research, University of Delhi, as a renowned molecular virologist. Professor Singh completed his PhD degree from University of Würzburg, Germany, in the area of molecular infection biology, and his postdoctoral thesis of training from Yale University, School of Medicine, New Haven, and University of California, Davis Medical Center, Sacramento, California, USA. He is a professor of molecular immunology and virology at the Institute of Medical Sciences, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. and currently on deputation at Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Center of Biomedical Research. Professor Singh has been the head of Molecular Biology Unit and professor in charge of the Center for Experimental Medicine and Surgery at the Institute of Medical Sciences, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. Professor Singh led a research group in the area of molecular virology as a faculty member at CSIR Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, Hyderabad, India. Professor Singh has done seminal work in the area of molecular virology and published his research findings in international peer-reviewed journals. In addition to this, his original research publication in prestigious peer-reviewed journals, Professor Singh has published many books in the area of virology such as Neuroviral Infection Volume 1 and 2, Viral Hemorrhagic Fevers, Human Respiratory Viral Infections, Neglected Tropical Diseases, South Asia, Defense Against Biological Attacks Volume 1 and 2, Viral Defense Against Biological Attacks Volume 1 and 2, and Viral Infection and Global Changes, Human Emerging and Re-emerging Infectious Disease Volume 1 and 2, and Defense Against Biological Attacks Volume 1 and 2. Professor Singh has been associated with many prestigious international journals as section editor, deputy editor, corresponding editor, and editorial board member. Professor Singh contributed immensely in understanding the molecular pathogenesis of different vector-borne viruses. Professor Singh has been awarded numerous awards. The list is so extensive, so I am just mentioning some of them here. He is an elected fellow of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, India, elected fellow of Royal Society of Biology, elected fellow of National Academy of Sciences, India, elected fellow of Indian Academy of Neurosciences, won ICMR National Award for Immunology, Molecular Biology Award for the National Academy of Vector-Borne Disease, ICMR National Award for Virology, and many more. Sir, now I invite you to address the gathering and share your wisdom with our future leaders.
Okay, so good morning to all of you. Sometimes my friends suggest me my voice is too loud. So once I use microphone, it becomes pain for listeners. So is it okay if I am speaking English? So, energetic and dynamic director of Indian Institute of Information Technology, Jabalpur, Professor Bhartin Singh, and the coordinator of this program, Professor Puneet Tandonji, co-coordinator, Professor D.K. Gupta, and expert from Japan, Professor Shinichi Warisawa, Professor Masahiko Inami, Professor Shunta Toto. Wonderful, excellent faculty member of Indian Institute of Information Technology, Jabalpur, sitting in front rows. And future of this country, these young students who are present in this hall. Now, the boundaries are big. Things are getting more interdisciplinary. It doesn't matter that you have done BTech in electronics or BTech in computer or BTech in mechanical. You have all the rights to become any of these during your post-graduation program. Even you have all the rights and doors are open to join your hands with the medical fraternity to answer the questions. You have all access to interact with the faculty members of natural science, physics, chemistry, biology, So now boundaries are almost broken, and those who still want to do research in silos, in closed doors, they are really in future not going to. So if you have to grow, if you have to innovate, if you have to progress, your doors should be open for other matters. Now, as previous speaker and director of this institute has very well explained, India and Japan has a very strong tie, cultural relation, strong ties in the area of science and technology, and that is continuing here. And today, the theme of workshop, augmented healthcare. It's wonderful. It in itself is interdisciplinary. And this young generation, which is sitting here, they will acquire skill and knowledge during this workshop and take up the challenges, not of this country, but of globe in future. And they will become leaders having vision for innovation. Skilled India. See, just getting a degree, 6 inches certificate, BTech or MBBS or MSc doesn't make you competent. You must learn the intricacies. You must grasp the subject. And I think in this workshop, there are some speakers who will touch the base of neurology and neural related networks. Probably you will get. Now, in this gathering of engineers, probably I am odd man out, but today I will speak to you how a biomedical scientist visions, thinks about the augmented healthcare, augmented reality, virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and what are the challenges? So, no, it has nothing to do. It is just a minute, bear with me. In this technical institute, lot of technical Sorry, extremely sorry for this delay. Can you please move on? Okay. So now when we say augmented healthcare, we think about two terms. One is the augmented reality, another is the virtual. When we observe the thing in real world, real physical environment, we say it's augmented reality. Virtual reality is basically a mimic of the things, and we can say in other words this is simulation. These things you will now coming to few of the important things where this will be, help. Robotic assisted surgery, yes, you need it. Precision, more ease of doing surgery, it will be helpful. Wound care management. When we say wound care, normally there are patients of diabetic foot. And the problem with the patients of diabetic foot is this: their wound never heals due to higher level of sugar, or in other words, more glucose. So what happens? Clinicians, they try their best, but they don't know up to what layers at inner platform it got healed. Augmented reality will be very helpful. Physiotherapy and rehabilitation, when you go for different physiotherapy, treatments, when one gets fracture, one gets kind of muscle strain, you go to physiotherapist. But at what angle you have to lift up really your hand or leg? It will be more precise by using augmented reality. Real-time assessment of the patient records, because in clinics, in hospitals, there is a huge load of patients. So it becomes very difficult to really manage with those huge records, and AR will be helpful. Virtual surgery, pain visualization. I think many of you, I have felt it during COVID. What happens when there was a great, need of large number of nurses to put cannula? They were just during their previous years of training, they were not knowing where is the vein, and during the process of this vein location, you will be poked in here, there, and lot of blood loss happens. Pain happens. There, AR related stuff can be helpful. So these are the things. Absolutely, when we say augmented reality or virtual reality, these are somewhere connected. Augmented healthcare, AI plays very important role. Now, challenges comes here, and I would request to my students to pay attention towards this. Please keep one light switched on. Sometimes visual interaction is also required, because if you really think it will be electronic, it will be done. So, predictive AI and generative AI. These are very, very important. Predictive, you predict what? Based on the data which you are having. These tools are trained on a particular data, and these are also evaluated on same kind of data, then these tools are not good. So now question comes, if everything is so electronic, so the day has come when AI or augmented healthcare will replace clinicians. There will be no need of medical professionals. No, it's not. The reason, take example, one reason, because I am more connected with the healthcare and virology. You have lot of viral infection. dengue, it can be Japanese encephalitis, it can be West Nile virus infection, and in most of these viral infections, you will have chikungunya, Japanese encephalitis, West Nile virus. So you need clinicians. Now, I am taking you towards some lacunae of AI, which is also a very important and integrated part of the augmented health. This study was conducted by Michael Roberts et al. Of University of Cambridge, and it was published in year 2021, not very old, latest one, in Nature Machine Intelligence, one of the prestigious journals of work. So what happened during this COVID? Sometimes these kind of pandemics, they become problems for somebody, but they bring some opportunities also along with it, and that happens here. Now people started using artificial intelligence to screen chest X-rays. So they thought just you take the X-ray and by algorithm you will be able to tell whether this person is suffering from SARS-CoV-2 infection or not. Almost 500 such kind of reports published. And then when it was studied, training a machine learning model to predict COVID. But what happened? During the training model, something went wrong. They took, because you have to train a machine will not be trained by itself. So they trained the machine. What is that machine? They trained the machine that, okay, now machine has to see COVID-19 positive adults. And you need a control. Unless and until you have a control, machine cannot tell it's a positive or negative. But wrongly, they picked up the uninfected kids, children, etc. You cannot compare. Then what machine started doing? That started trying to find out differences in between the young and adult X-rays rather than really predicting on whether person is having COVID or not. Almost it got failed. So now, if you have the same person that is being used for training the model and that is also used for evaluating the model, it's really not going good. Sepsis is a condition which creates enormous inflammation in our body during bacterial infection, and people die with septic shock. During this process of sepsis, lot of hemorrhages take place and cardiopulmonary compromise take place, and then patient dies. And it's a kind of very important check. What happened? And this is the case where some unethical practices are. So 2016 and 2017, a medical record company, Epic, which came with a system to find out they can predict who are more prone to have sepsis or not. But they never validated. They never validated that tool, and then this tool was lying in between 0.76 to 0.83, but it was somewhere 0.6, which is close to almost random. So, but what went wrong, that was really very sad. Company was incentivizing the doctors to say that it is really working, and that was not the case. So, this is finally in October 2022, Epic essentially rolled back this thing. Another last case. This is infamous Optum algorithm. What is this? So Optum is another health tech company, and they wanted to, predict insurance. And it was during Obama's time, Obamacare reset. So in this case, they decided to keep 3% of patients in the high risk category, and they built a classifier. What? Training algorithm. And what was that? To decide who is at highest risk. Every machine learning model needs like target variable, that what has to come at the end. What they decided to predict was how much patient could pay. Listen me carefully. Prediction was something different, but they decided to predict how much patient could pay, how much would they charge, what cost of the hospital would incur if they admitted this patient. Unsurprisingly, listen carefully, it turned out that white patients were able to pay a lot more during hospital visits, and this may be due to better insurance. What ended up? What was the actually bad outcome of this algorithm? That black patients with the same level of healthcare prognosis were half compared to white ones of getting enrolled in this high risk program. And this paper was published in year 2009 in very prestigious journal, Science. So, I told you how nice these things are. Now I told you what are the challenges. And in middle of my presentation, I asked you a question, whether AI is going on, augmented healthcare is going to replace the clinician. I said no. But what I say yes is here. AI won't replace physicians, but physicians who use AI will replace those who don't. So you need to understand this is having potential. So what is needed at the end of this? We must have open boundaries of collaboration. ये engineering, a technocrat cannot think each and everything what a clinician or basic scientist can. And a basic scientist and clinician cannot think each and everything what a technocrat can. So now time has come to join the hands to do the things in a better way. And with these few words, I will say there is some English poet and whose few lines I remember for these students. Woods are lovely, dark and deep, and miles to go before I sleep. Miles to go before I sleep.
Sir, thank you for knowledge today and share briefs about augmented healthcare. Now I would like to introduce Professor Vijay Kumar Gupta. He is Professor in Department of Mechanics.
Distinguished guests, colleagues, students and participants of this workshop. It is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks at the inaugural session of the DeW 9, the flagship workshop of the Institute. This is an effort to create binding among the stakeholders of DeW 9.0 and showcase that we value your efforts and kindness. With the blessings of the Almighty, things move smoothly and we are ready to 3 days filled with the quest of knowledge and thrill. Words are not enough to think. Yeah. So we are thankful to the Professor Sunit Kumar Singh, Chief Guest of the occasion, who despite his busy schedules accepted our invitation to become the Chief Guest and grace the occasion. He he highlighted that we have to join hands to become AI in reality. We sincerely thank the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Japan for sponsoring the event by sending the distinguished speakers for the workshop. Our sincere thanks to Mr. Shintose for accepting our request to grace the occasion as a guest of honor. We thank our director, Professor Bharatendra Kumar Singh, for his continuous support and motivation in organizing the event. Your support has helped us in organizing the event with full enthusiasm. I would like to thank speakers of this workshop. There are 10 speakers, 3 from Japan and 7 from India. I would like to thank all of them for accepting our invitation despite their busy schedule. We were discussing with them and some of them were having very tight schedule. Still they accepted our invitation. So we thank all of them for accepting the invitation, and they will be delivering the lectures in the next 3 days. I hope that you will be learning a lot of things from them. I would like to thank distinguished guests and participants of this who are attending the event. I hope everyone will be benefited from the knowledge shared by the experts in your research work. My heartfelt thanks to the sponsors and media persons for being with us and giving importance to this event. My sincere thanks to the faculty, staff and students for their benign presence at this event. And success of every event is based on the team working behind the event. So I sincerely thank the organizing committee who had worked day and night and made this event successful. At the last, I hope that these 3 days will be filled up with lot of information, and you will be knowing lot of challenges which can take you through your research on which you will be working. So thank you everyone for joining this, and I invite all of you for the tea. Thank you.
Thank you all for being part of inauguration ceremony. Now I invite you all for the high tea at the venue design studio. Volunteers will guide you.
For the guests and the dignitaries, the professors will be heading towards design studio. The rest of the students and the participants, please kindly join for the high tea behind the auditorium. And the session 1 will begin by 11:45 in L206.
So, we are sorry that we are running late, so we'll try to make up time, please, at L206 by 11:45. Then we'll have the first talk by Professor Inami over there. And all this session as well as the other sessions are live telecasted on YouTube. So you can have recording from there also, but because it will be interactive sessions, so I'd like you to come and in physical mode.